What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece sim video, and this time it's going to be another ranked ladder sim video utilizing the Jewelry Bonney strategy. So once again, playing Jewelry Bonney, my favorite deck in the OP07 meta, still grinding on the sim with it. Actually going to take it to locals tonight. Should be fun. Finally get to play locals again. I was out of town for a while, and then I just was so tired and flooded with work that I couldn't go to locals. So actually get to go to locals this week, thankfully. Biggest change in the list is that I cut the 9-drop Zoro finally. Not only in my testing on the sim, but also in my testing in real life. I just found that I did not like that card. I definitely could be convinced the other way, but right now I'm on 4 Kid just to see how it works. It just seems like every time I draw Zoro, I think about it. I'm like, would Kid be better here? And like, I don't want to say every single time, but like maybe 70% of the time or something, I would just rather have a 4th Kid, or that Zoro specifically would be a Kid. You know, yeah, it deserves more testing. I don't know. You know, Zoro's obviously a really good card. It just doesn't do anything on play. It doesn't make you survive. Yeah, it's just an card for me. And like even in the matchups that it's good, it's just win more. Straight up, like you can already beat those matchups that you're usually playing against NL. Even against NL, it's like super Raigoable because you're never gonna be able to protect it with the Corazon. So like NL is like just win more. You can win without it 100%. The mirror, win more. You can win without it. Like it definitely wins the mirror for sure, but it's just win more because you can just win without it. And then like the other good matchup is like Black Yellow Luffy, and like that matchup is kind of free in the first place without the 9-drops. So enough yapping. Let's get into the ranked games. The first one here, still relatively low ladder, not as low as last time obviously, but still relatively low ladder here. We're gonna go against a Nami player. I'm gonna choose to go second and keep this hand. They're gonna go ahead and play Kaya, draw 2, trash 2. And then I'm just going to play this baby 5 and use the ability, take another baby 5, only target past turn. You know, trying to find a Dofi. They're just going to peel off, go to 0 Dawn standing so I can get a free swing in here. They're going to take that and hit a Impel Down All-Stars to draw 2 cards. I'm going to play the Urogue, stand a Dawn. And you know how it is, Nami, you're just kind of playing against yourself. And hoping they don't have the right cards to deck out fast enough. So don't have like a Basil or anything, so I'm just gonna use my baby 5, play Cavendish, and just like keep plussing. The pluses are kind of, you know, what I'm grabbing is irrelevant, but just the fact that I can keep plussing is pretty good before I start playing my big bodies. And like I just don't want to swing because he had too much Dawn up. He's gonna do his Kaya thing. He's on the Abric Brick Fist, which, you know, a lot of people have cut. He's going to play a peel off, hold up 3 here. I do get a Basil Hawkins, and I do want to use my Cavendish ability, so I will swing 7. Definitely not ever swinging 6. Opponent's going to Snake Dance, grab back that Kaya, and I'll probably swing 8 with the leader. Or I could go 7 with leader, or baby 5, search. Does only have 1 Dawn up. Oh, I think I stepped away for a second in the game. So I'm going to baby 5, swing 7. And if he actually counters out of this, I can swing with the Urogue 5 because he won't have any Dawn standing. They will counter out of it. They're going to use the Rubber Band of Doom. And Kaya. Crazy. So I just get a free 5 swing now. They're going to take that past turn. And next turn, you can play the kid. Could also just like, it just really depends on how much Dawn they keep standing, what I'm going to do. They have another Kaya. Busted. Gonna discard 3k counter off of it though. They're gonna debate on swinging. They're gonna swing into the Urog, and I just free block that, tap a Kaya, and it's whatever. I can play the Kid, and I think about swinging the baby 5 into the Kaya, but that just opens it up for a free Snake Rain back to hand, so I just swing the 5. Swing the 7 with Cavendish, get 2 Dawn back. Now I can swing 7 with Basil, or 8 with Basil, I guess. Now the white swing. Oh, I swing 7. Okay, misplay. My bad. And then swing 8 into 8. Opponent had 3 Snake Rain on that turn, if you didn't catch that. Broken. And a 4th Snake Rain. Okay. Pass turn, gonna get a Dawn up. They're gonna peel off, not looking good for me. They're down to 14 cards in deck. We're gonna swing 5, I'm gonna tap the Kai in, just 1k. And now I have a choice here, I could just slam the tin drop. And maybe should've. I decided to go for the Hody. And did I misplay? Did I just not? Oh my gosh. How cringe. Oh my gosh, how cringe. I could have tapped 2 Dawn. Oh my gosh. What the hell? Worst Bonney player on YouTube. Jesus. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so I kind of deserve to lose this one. I'm gonna go 7, get 2 Dawn back. 7. They're gonna Gum Rain. They're on that card, which is not very good, I don't think. And then go 7. They will Rubber Band and then Rubber Band, milling 2 cards in the process. I'm gonna go 9 with Hody afterwards. They should be at 3 Dawn if I would have tapped 2 of them. They're gonna Gavel, discard, mill 2, go to 10, no, go to 8, and then Snake Dance, and I can just go 9. Probably gonna take it. Nope, they're gonna Love, so I give them a free card and a free counter just by not Hodying. Disgusting. Oh, they're just going to pass with 10 up. And I feel like it's just too late to give them another turn. Like if they just top deck a Kaya or a peel off, I could have checked Graveyard though. I could have just played the 10 drop pass. But probably just better to go for a game, I think. They're actually going to take both 9 swings and whiff the triggers. So I'm just going to go 15. 5, 5, 6. They will be able to Gum Rain, discard the blocker. Love, draw a card, go to 5. Gavel, go to 3. Now I can go 5. Like this is a math, but it's just a whether they can mill themselves out now, and they can't. So they're gonna go down to 1 card, and I just have the free 5 to win the game. All right, so let's go into the next game here against a Gecko player. So we're against Roranoa. I know it's Roanoa, but I've never seen the H in there. They will start out with a strong Sindri. Gonna get this Perona to go off. I do have to discard the... Oh, my hand is so good, so I actually discard the 2k and get another 2k to life. My hand is really good, so I will be able to tap the Piranha. That's the good thing about this matchup, is that you can tap whatever they play off of the Gecko, so I will tap the Piranha and just swing into the Piranha. They will be able to Piranha again, however, but I think they already had one in trash, so I didn't feel like it was such a big deal. And since I'm taking this life, I feel like Hody is not as good right now. Definitely just going to play this Basil Hawkins, not only to put a blocker on the field, but also to, you know, it's unkillable, so like, whatever. Pretty good against the black strategies. We'll get Piranha'd again. I'm going to take this 8, go down to 1, simply because I do have the kid. I can play not this turn, but the next turn. I'm going to swing into the Piranha. He has like 4 cards in hand, so he just lets it go. I'm going to swing 7 of life. He takes it, obviously, and then I'm going to play the Basil Hawkins, hold up a Dawn for leader ability, so I have double unkillable targets on the field. And it's not even like the Gecko deck, like, kills things anymore. Like, if you don't know, the Gecko strategy has morphed into a 4-drop 5k rush strategy, like a spam board strategy. Like, it definitely can still kill stuff. It's a black deck, so it definitely can still kill stuff. Like, it plays Sakazuki 6-drop, and probably plays Isho and stuff to like reduce more, and like obviously Absalom. But it's not as like KO heavy as, and like Gecko, of course. It's not as KO heavy as it used to be. Back in 06, so they are going to swing 9 into my Basil here. I'm going to tap the Piranha. They are going to Piranha me again, so probably just let this one die so that I have more counter for the kid. Yep. And then they're going to go 5 of life. I'll just free block that. Now I can probably play, play the 10-drop Dofi, just because I'm not going to be able to Dofi. I'm not going to be able to Dofi after. Sorry, I'm not going to be able to kid until after I Dofi, but I actually don't go for the Dofi. I just go for the kid just to, you know, they blank their turn essentially. You know, definitely arguably could have played the Dofi there, only because, God, this Piranha has ripped like 7 cards out of my hand in this game. Only because I won't be able to play it. See, I can't play it this turn and Kid of Dawn under Kid. Not like it's going to be good this turn anyway, so maybe that's just fair enough. But it was just free to play it last turn, so it's probably a misplay actually. Probably should have just played the Dofi, and then I would have an extra 10 swing now. He could have swung like double 5s. He could have swung single 5 at life, or 7 at life with the Gecko, like maximum. And that's just not a big deal. I could even take it if I wanted to because of the Corazon, and I just play the Bartolomeo and leave a Dawn standing. They're going to go 12. I'm going to block with the Bartolomeo and tap the leader so they can't do any leader effect this turn. 8 and 2k, then just tap out to play Borsellino. We'll go 5 of life. They're going to take that bait, huge, and then I can go 7 into the Piranha. 8 into life, and they take it, and I can just guarantee not die next turn because I have a blocker in case they try to boost up this Sindri Piranha, and also have like 5k in hand, so no way that gets there anyway. They will play a Sabo, and then a Borso, so pretty good defense there. They're going to go 6. Yeah, just take it because I'm going to try to kill them this turn. Start out with a clean 10, it looks like. Just to get a feel for everything. They're going to take the block. Fair enough. I don't have to commit yet. So they actually block this, and that's a massive misplay because now I can just math out the game. Like, there's no way you can win. I don't know what they were thinking there. But, yeah. So now I just straight up win the game. 11 and 13. 14. So, going into the next one, once again a Nami player. Nami runs the mid ladder, if you don't know. It's against Raz himself. My hand's pretty good. I'm going to keep the Hody because Hody's really good in the matchup. I'm going to play a baby 5 past turn. They have the Kaya. They're playing Zeph. I'm Use the baby 5, take a 10 drop pretty good, swing 7. They only have 1 Dawn up, so it's relatively safe to do that. And actually take it, I think they hit a Desert Spada there. Which the trigger is draw 2, trash 1. They're going to swing 5 into the baby 5. I'm just going to play this Cavendish and pass turn because they stood up 4 Dawn. Arguably could have swung 7 though. They do play the Margaret, and I will play my Hoodie Jones, I think. So I'm going to tap 2 Dawn and just leave the Margaret standing. Swing 6. Get 2 Dawn back. And now I can go 7-8 with leader Hoodie. Once they decide what they're going to do. Take the 7, probably block the 8. Nope, take the 8. Crazy. What the hell? They do have a Kaya. Discard another Zeph on multiple Zeph, at least 2. And thinks a long time before they hit that Impel Down All-Star discard. I'm going to play my kid and then swing 7, 7, 8 once again. Seems to be good. They do have a lot of Dawn, but I'm just got tired of waiting. So now I can actually go 6-9 if I wanted to. Yeah, that's what I do. Little 1K, I'll go 8 actually. So I'm gonna leave a Dawn up just because they haven't blocked with the Margaret this turn. I can punish them if they do swing, which, you know, very unlikely they do, but it's also just even numbers. Not that big of a difference between 8 and 9 against the Nami deck. And once again, if they do try to swing or into the Cavendish or something, I can tap the Margaret. Actually play another kid here so that I can get some value off of this Cavendish. Gonna swing 7. And they do White Snakes, and now I can go 8-8-8. They will just straight up counter that. I'm gonna go 10 instead of 8-8-8. Assuming I want to hold up this 1 Dawn, or maybe I just go 6. 8, 6, 10. Save the 6 for last, because if they decide to tap out of this, which they do. And now I can go 6, and it's relatively safe because they only have 1 Dawn standing, and they do spend it on a giant gavel, which is +4, pretty huge. For me, you know, waste the gavel. Didn't block it all the whole time, which was weird. But now they're in their love beam range, kind of annoying. They will peel off, draw 2, Margaret, draw 1, pass turn. Wish I had a Hoodie. I'm gonna go 9. Block 9. Block 9. They're just gonna straight up tap out, so I can get the last 2 life out of there. Get the last 2 life out of the way, hopefully. They do hit a peel off on the second to last. And they're at 14. They hit trigger nothing on the last one. So 14, 10 Dawn. Probably not gonna happen. They're gonna do a peel off, do a Kaya, go down to 10 cards in deck. And with 6 Dawn, 10 cards most likely isn't going to happen. Go ahead and play Daz Bones. Even more or less likely not going to happen with 5 Dawn. I guess I got 9 cards, not 10. So actually just gonna swing 18, see if they got it. If they got it, they got it. They're gonna gavel, discard 1, mill 2, go to 7, gavel, discard 1, mill 2, go to 5. Gavel, discard 1, go to 3. Gavel, discard 1, go to 1, and then nothing else. Swing 8. And they don't have it. They didn't have enough Dons. So they had 4 fucking gavel on the final swing and still couldn't get it. So that's huge. I'm going to go into the last game of this video against a Reiju player, actually. I think Gibalf has been featured on the channel before as an opponent, but never on the Reiju strategy. So if you don't know, this Reiju got top 64. I'm not saying it was Gibalf himself, I have no clue, but someone got top 64 with the Reiju strategy utilizing the Foxy Pirate cards. So it's pretty cool. You'll be able to see them here. It caught me really off guard. I haven't seen the deck before this, so I was like, what the? But yeah, it definitely makes sense. Porsche -1 gets you a draw with your leader effect, lets you play an ECG. You can search top 5 for the chopper. I think Gibalf is actually on some 2Ks, the Foxy 2Ks, whereas like the list I got first at the store regional was only on the Porsche chopper because Porsche can search herself off of her own effect. But yeah, just sticking an ECG is pretty good for free. And obviously drawing a card because of the Porsche Don -1 ability. Gonna have another Porsche here. They're gonna look at top 5, Don -1, take another Porsche, draw a card with leader effect, and then play Tony from hand with Porsche's effect. Tony's effect gonna get them a Don back, rested, and he's a blocker. Well, I do have 2 searchers though, so that's pretty good. It's gonna direct some attacks into them, and I can tap this Porsche so that I don't get too much pressure coming towards my way. I do want to play this Cavendish most likely so that I can utilize the baby 5. So I'm just going to swing 7 into, well, I guess I don't utilize the baby 5. I just take the kill on the Porsche. Yeah, I guess fair enough. Because like I guess if I tap the baby 5, you can like swing into it with the ECG and then ECG effect summon the other ECG. It's like pretty good value. Reiju will summon a Reiju, weirdly enough, and then draw 3 cards. They do get their stage. They can finally get that going. But the kid in my hand is looking pretty good. Kid's pretty busted against Reiju. As kid is against most strategies. They're gonna swing 5. I'm gonna take this opportunity to probably tap the Porsche. No, actually swinging at the ECG, huh? That's fine, I guess. And they're gonna play another chopper, get another blocker, and another Don. Pass turn. Probably just play the Basil, swing into the ECG 6. Get 2 Don back. We're gonna block that. I'm gonna swing another 6 into it. Block that again, and I will just play the Corazon. They're gonna use their stage ability, discard another stage, and take an ECG. Not sure which ECG. Little or big. Gibalf has the 3rd Porsche that he searched earlier. Gonna use it and take the 2K counter, Foxy, and then play the 3rd chopper. Get a Don back, draw a card off Reiju ability. Blah blah blah. And still sitting at 4 life. Not too bad. My leader ability seems like it kind of blows up their going strategy though, however. They're going to swing 7, I'm going to tap the ECG again, and then, arguably maybe just leave the ECG alone, but I don't know. They're going to swing 8 into the Cavendish, I'll just take that block. I'm going to play my kid, swing 6 into the ECG, The only reason I say maybe just ignore the ETG is because they can obviously use the ability even though it's tapped. So it might just be a fruitless endeavor. Actually, but it actually pans out for us. I do get to kill it and then kill the Porsche with the Basil and then swing 7 of life and still have enough Dawn to put 1 under Kid, play the Corazon, and hold 1 up for leader ability. Opponent's going to use their stage ability and take an ETG. They're going to play an ETG and then play an ETG minus 2,000 to the Kid, make it a 6k, draw a card with leader ability, and the ETG gets rush. Going to play an EG, go into the big EG, probably KO the Corazon. But now they can't really swing that big. They're going to swing 10 and I'm just going to block the chopper. No. Okay. Counter out of it. And then they can't swing the rest of the turn because he's 6. Weirdly enough, tapped the ETG. I feel like I just tapped, or an EG. I feel like I tapped the chopper, but I guess that does help me out with my Dofi next turn. So I will just play the Dofi, get the Dawn back, have enough. Just make sure I have enough to put 1 under Kid and hold up for leader. Thinking about keeping the Basil up, but probably not worth it since my hand is so low. And since I didn't block with the chopper, I can actually tap it this turn rather than last, which is pretty good. They're going to use their stage. Can't see what they drew. I'm assuming they have a judge in hand or something, but judge doesn't really do much here. They're just going to play ETG over ETG, just summon out that ETG, draw a card, give minus 2,000 to the Kid, and get rush. So now my Kid is 6 once again. Opponent is thinking. They're gonna go 8 into 6. Yeah, just tap one of the characters. You know, definitely could tap the chopper though. Yep. And just let it die. I don't think I can die this turn, even if they have another ETG. Yeah, even if they had another ETG and I had 0 counter in hand, I just can't die because of the math. Blocker 3 life to 4 swings. So like I'm not really in any danger, and I tapped the blocker so I can just set up the kill shot. Like I have my presenting game on board anyway. Queen would be a little annoying, but I still think I could get there. Opponent is deep in the tank. Oh, they just concede at this moment. Yeah, so they do have a queen. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They had 9K in hand with a queen. Potentially we could have had like 10 or 11K if they drew a 2K or 1K off of it, and then they had the 2K counter. I mean, definitely want to concede. You know, try it at least, see if you can get there. You know, my hand might be ass, or you know, I might mess up my swings or something. So, either way, let's get into the profile one last time before the video closes up. So I'm, as you can see, really liking the kid, the extra kid. There was no point in any of those games where I felt like, oh my god, I need fucking 9-drop Zoro. So I just think it's one of those cards you're just not gonna miss. It just feels weird to cut it for sure, but I think once you get it out of there, you're not gonna miss it. But for now, I mean, I definitely could change my mind in the future. But either way, GG's to those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.